It's time to work on the nature journal. Let's make some funky tags. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Tammy with Frou-frou Studio, and we are going to continue today to work on the ring-bound nature journal. And today I'm going to make some tags or journaling cards. I think they could be used as either. To include in the journal. I've been working diligently on this since early this morning, and I thought I would bring you along to make these tags so you could see kind of a different idea for a tag. I did want to show you though that I finished the endless tag, and this is how it turned out on the front. And then if you open it to here, it looks like that. And then if we flip it to the back, which will now be the front, it looks like that. And then back to the front. So that was so much fun, and it is going right here in the first page. And as you can see, I have been making some pockets and some journal cards and some envelopes and things like that through here. And it's progressing quite nicely. And we are going to do, after I do this session, the next session will be, I'm going to have a list of all the journal cards and tags that I'm going to need to finish this journal, and we'll be working on making all of those. I'm just doing a quick flip through so you can kind of see where we're at right now. As you can see, it's pretty grungy, which I love. And it's got several moving parts and pieces, and I'm actually thinking that I may need to go up to the next size rings. I haven't got that page in yet, because we're already getting to the point where when it's closed, it's getting a little bit of a gator mouth. But I think if I go up a ring size, I think that'll take care of that. But I'm just not going to worry about that until I get everything in there. But what we're going to do today is I want to kind of duplicate this look of this bird in the jar to use as some tags or journaling cards on the inside of the journal. So what I found is this digital download, and it is by The Creative Concept. And I just printed it off on regular copy paper, and it comes like it comes 3 on a page, of course, like this. And I went ahead and cut them out just to save some time. But I want to try to make the ones I'm making look kind of like this, so that I can put them throughout the book and kind of tie in the cover. So that's what we're going to try. I have no idea if it's going to work, but we're going to try it. So, like I said, I just printed out 1 copy and went ahead and cut them out, and you fold them in half like this, and you have the front and the back, and they'll probably need some trimming from my cutting. And then I got some stamps out, and I got a I didn't want to do anything and use any of this gentleman's other ones because they're kind of creepy, and so I thought we would make our own. And I got a dragonfly and a bug and a moth. I'd say that's more of a moth than a butterfly, so that's what we're going to try. And then I used this Tim Holtz stamp, and I stamped it 3 times, and that is going to be kind of like this coming out the top. So let's get into this and see if we can make it work. I'm gonna get my fuzzy cut scissors here so that I can make these match. And there's no white showing. Hope everybody's having a good Saturday. And I hope everybody is safe. That if anybody's watching from the area that's going to be hit by the hurricane, I hate that they're getting hit again. Just seems like they get pummeled all the time. I haven't seen any news or anything today, so I'm not sure even where it's going to hit exactly or how badly, but I do hope everyone is safe. Did you guys try the endless tag? If you didn't, you need to. It is so much fun. Louisa did an excellent job in her tutorial giving instructions on that. I just had that one little falter, but that was my own fault. I wasn't trusting that I was doing it correctly, and I was. Okay, those look pretty good, so I'm going to ink around those. My work area looks horrible where I've been working on that journal today and have dragged so much stuff out. It's semi-organized, but it's just, I feel like there's stuff everywhere. Everything is in trays and bins and stuff, but I just feel like I'm surrounded with a lot more stuff than I normally am when I'm in here. Getting kind of claustrophobic. But we'll get it put back up at some point. That's the worst thing about doing this. You need so many different things. Kind of makes a mess. Even if you're putting it up back up as you go, it's still a mess. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. All right, and then I'm going to cut these out. Oops, not with those scissors. It'll take me all day. These may look like total garbage when I'm done, but I thought it would be kind of cool to kind of tie something into the cover. And I'm not going to worry about getting too close on these because There's lots of little leaves and stuff. I'm just gonna give it a quick little kiss cut, and ink it, and go from there. I could have gotten my little scissors for this part, but that's okay. I'm sure most of you do your own fussy cutting, but if there is anybody new that's not familiar with it, if you will move your paper and not your scissors, it makes it a whole lot easier. And also keep a light grip on your scissors when you're cutting, and you won't have, your fingers won't hurt as bad, especially if you're doing a lot of it all at one time. You don't have to hold the scissors really tight to do this and be effective. Alright, so there's one. Sorry guys, I know this is boring. I should have done this before, but I wanted you to see this stamp as a whole so you would know, because I don't keep necessarily all my stamps on the original sheet that they come on, so I don't know what the names of them are, I guess is what I'm saying. Although that one's probably is on its original. I keep my stamps by category more than I do set, because if I'm looking for a flower, I want a flower. I don't want to, you know, I want all my flowers to be together so that I can pick what flower I want to use. I see people all the time posting Facebook groups. You know, I got this stamp at a sale, or I got this stamp at a thrift store, and can somebody tell me what the name of it is? And yeah, I wouldn't be good at that, but somebody always has an answer. So there's people out there that store them, I guess, in their original sets and have them all categorized by their name and all that. Yeah, that's not me. My categories are flowers, bugs, birds. That's about as complicated as my filing system gets with my stamps. All that noise you hear is dear Waylon rolling around on my rug. It's his favorite thing to do. Scratch his back on my rug. Sometimes he sounds like I have some kind of bear or something. He's not. He's just an old beagle dog. Okay, the pain is over. All right, so So, let's ink these real quick. Like I said, this may be a lesson in what not to do, but we're gonna try to make it look like something decent anyway. You never know until you try, right? It's all about trying new things. Some of them work, some of them don't. Not that you could do a lot with these mason jars, and some of, I'm probably late to the game because I don't do kind of like country journals, but you guys may use these a lot more than I do. I've never used them. This will be a first. So okay, now I want to cut a slit in here so that I can put this down in there so that it resembles this. I hope that makes sense. So I'm gonna try to find my craft knife, not it, in my little tray of tools over here. It may not be in here. Oh, it's right in front of me. It's right in front of me. And then I have a cutting mat that's over here to the side. I don't know if you guys can see it. So I'm just placing this on the cutting mat so that I can make a slice in it. If you can't see that, I'm not sure if that was in frame or not. And then I'm gonna put it down in here. We have to trim it off a little bit. Just trim this end off just a tad. I need to clean my scissors. They're sticky from double-sided tape. So that's what we have. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty similar to this, right? Okay, so let's glue all that together now. I can deal with that. Using the art glitter glue. See, just a bit of a white edge there. Okay, so that's step one. Let me smush that out with my, put the top on that. Okay, I'm gonna let that glue dry a minute and we'll do the next one. Okay, cut our slit. And I'm just cutting it, you know, right right there at the top of where that lid would be open. That's where I'm making my slit, so that I can put this down in between the two sections, like so. I'm gonna snip that one off a little bit because I think I want that one just a little bit further down than I put the other one. Little fiddly. Oh, come on, go in there. Cut it down just a tad more. There we go. Yeah, I think I like it just a little bit lower than I did that other one. I may cut that one down and do it again. Trimming that off there just a little bit. And I know I was out of frame, but I had to bring it up to my face so I could see it good. All right, so we're going to glue this one down together and down. Okay. Oh, I bet I'm not going to get that apart now. There's no way. We'll just leave that one. Leave that one a little higher. And the last one. Oop. About cut through both the front and the back on that one. Not paying attention. Okay. Again, leave the slit. I'm going to put this down in the slit. I'm going to trim it off because I want it to stand straight up and down because that's how the one is on the cover. You wouldn't have to do that, I wouldn't think. A little bit more. Oh, come on. Cut that slit a little wider. I think it didn't cut on that one end is the problem. Now, much better. Okay, and then we will glue this one together. edge here. Take care of that. And you could do these out of cardstock just as well as just copy paper or whatever kind of paper you wanted, really. I just did regular copy paper because I think it's going to be strong enough. Now, I might run, I think I'm going to run a little bit of glue along here just to kind of sturdy that up a little bit, the flower part. Especially on this one that I have a little higher because that surface is much smaller. Okay, so there's that part. So far it's successful. So now, I'm gonna take a drink here real quick. Let's do our stamping. So I am going to, I'm using, put my glue pen in there before I forget. I'm going to use the black Stays On because I want a nice crisp stamp on this. And want to make sure we get a good stamp. Now I know that edge is loose. There we go. Okay, so let's take our moth. I'm going to stamp it off on here, make sure we get a good stamp before. Yep. And this moth is off one of the sets that was the Tim Holtz clear stamps that were exclusive to Joann's. But again, I'm not sure what the name of it was. It's the one that has the bugs and butterflies and stuff like that. Okay, so there's that one. And then I'm going to do the Dragonfly, and this is just a Stampedius, I think. It's Hobby Lobby Dragonfly. I didn't stamp off, so hopefully it's going to come out okay. Oh, yeah. And then this one is on that same set, Tim Holtz set that has the bug. I mean the moth. It is a bug. Let's see how that looks. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I know I was shaking the camera just then. There we go. Now I'm going to take some thread, and I've got these 3 little tags here that are out of the little snippet, field note snippet set from Tim Holtz. I'm going to ink around those. And I'm going to get my little hole punch. Poke a hole. And then I'm going to take some thread. I'm going to wrap it around like it's wrapped around the jar. Tie a double knot. Let me cut some of that off so you can see better what I'm doing. And put a tag on there if I can get it through the hole. And then I'm going to take this thread and I'm going to make a little bow or make loops. I do 1, 2, 3, 4 loops, and this is the same way that I do my crinkled seam ribbon when I'm making a bow for my tags. And then I'm going to hold that in place, and then I'm going to do another double knot. And there we go. And then you can trim these however you like. And you can do just a regular bow if you want to. I prefer the double ones, but if you want to do a single one, that's fine too. Okay, I'm going to do these real quick. The next thing we're going to do is I want to do kind of a funky portrait of our little quirky naturalist guy to put in the journal. Just to kind of add some more quirkiness to it. And the last one. Alright. Just because I said last one doesn't mean you can get all funky. Let's keep the smooth pace going here. Oh, about forgot to put my tag on. See if I can do that with this bow in my hand. Or loops in my hand. It's not actually a bow. I'm still waiting on my pictures that I ordered for the school journal. Seems to be taking forever, but the mail was just pitiful these days. I think I told you guys that my husband's a mail carrier, and he just says nobody wants to come to work. You know, they just call in. Are you serious? Come on. All right, there we go. All right. The only other thing that this may need is the one on the cover has the bird sitting on some foliage. So I don't know if I need to add something down here or not, but for the moment I'm gonna leave it as is and then see how I feel about it. But I think those turned out pretty cute. And then, of course, you know, you can journal on the back of them. But I like it. I like it. I think they'll tie in nicely. We'll find a spot to stick them in here. And, yeah, I think that's going to look really good. And kind of tie it in a little bit. So I hope you guys like that. Something kind of quick and easy. And so now what I want to do is, like I said, I want to kind of create this funky guy that's going out and taking all these notes and specimens and all that kind of stuff. So I have this sheet or photo frame, which is just a dimpled photo frame, and it looks way too neat. So we're going to grunge it. Of course, there'll be something, a piece of cardstock or something in there, but we're going to try and see if we can't make this look a lot rougher than it looks. It looks way too new. This is just, if you're not familiar with these, it's a Tim Holtz Whaling. You're going to have to cool it for a minute. It's a paper distresser. It has little blades and these little notches. And as you can see, it distresses the paper. And then I think I have somewhere over here in my little tray. Somewhere. Nope, over here. Sandpaper. I'm going to take most of this shininess off because I do not want this to look new at all. And now I'm taking antique linen. Okay, get the backs of this. Okay, I'm actually even going to bend it up a little bit. Okay, now let's get all this paper dust out of the way. Alright, so I need a piece of cardstock. So this will work. And I'm going to take this stamp this is a Tim Holtz stamp as well, and this stays on. stamp it off once. Okay. Sorry if I'm shaking the camera. I just want to make sure that I'm good and inked. And let me get my... Okay, let's see how that does. Before I do that, let me see how far this card goes down in here. I don't want to stamp it and be in the wrong spot. And digging for a pencil. Okay, I'll just put a little mark so I know where I am. Okay. Then I'm going to take the antique linen. I'm glad I looked at that. I put the wrong lid on the wrong ink and I didn't think it looked right. So I'm glad I looked before I actually did anything. And the smudges that you're seeing pick up are not the inks that are actually, they're the from the paper where we did the paper. But I'm okay with that because I don't want it to look new. Where we sanded the paper for clarification. It's where the black sooty looking stuff is coming from. So let's do this. Let's move this totally out of the way. You're gonna have to wait, Whale Dog. I'm busy. He's telling me he's hungry. All right. Put this around the edges. Okay, now we're going to put it in our grunged up frame here, and that is still too shiny for me, to be honest, and so I'm probably going to take some matte medium because I can still see a shine. Okay, so we've got that, and then this is his face, because he is, after all. And actually, I got this one, and I thought he was going to be too big. But I'm almost like that one is. I think I'm going to do this one as his face. A little bit of mystery here. I hear you, Waylon. Give me just a few more minutes. I hear you. You're so pitiful. Starving to death. You never get fed. I know, it's terrible. There we go, and that's all I'm going to do to that at the moment because, like I said, I want to put some gel medium on here and knock the rest of this shine down because I do not want it to be shiny at all. And I might even put some black gesso on it, actually. But you get the general idea. So this is going to be our little funky naturalist guy, our mysterious naturalist guy. And I just thought that would be kind of fun and quirky to put in our journal. So I think, like I said, I think we're moving along, and we've got some kind of unique little things to put in there. And I hope you like that. Please let me know in the comments. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would so appreciate it if you would. And if you have subscribed, thank you very much. I am trying to build my channel, and every one of you are very special, and I do appreciate you helping me out. And just slowly but surely we'll get there. And I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the weekend. And the next video will be back to the school journal. And we'll just rotate back and forth until we get them both done. So be safe, everybody. Stay healthy. See you next time. Bye.